Hello, Internet denizens. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brendan, and today we have on board 20 strong Tanglewoods Baba Yaga, which is the campaign expansion for the Tanglewoods series of games. So, with this expansion, you'll be playing through all three of the Tanglewoods decks before fighting the final fight against Baba Yaga and her chicken house. So each deck sort of maintains its own rules and its own separate. It's basically played like a separate game, but there are a few extra little things you add into each deck and between each deck that kind of changes things up a little bit. So for each deck, you have these special campaign enemies that come with the game, and depending on your difficulty, you'll shuffle in a certain amount of them. So by default, like the easiest difficulty, you'll just shuffle in 3 of these regular enemies. But then as you increase the difficulty, you shuffle in 1, 2, or 3 of these extra enemies. And so because I've played through this once on the easiest difficulty, which has 0 of these extra enemies, we're going to be playing with 1 extra enemy. So 3 regular campaign enemies plus 1 for the increased difficulty. And these campaign enemies are important to take out. So once you defeat them, they get removed from the game. But any of them that you don't manage to defeat during your game in that particular deck, you set them aside and then they join the final fight. So the final boss fight gets harder if you don't take out all the campaign enemies. So taking out the campaign enemies is important. So yeah, each deck, so gold, white, and red, have their own unique campaign enemies. And then once you accomplish the goal of that individual deck, there are some special items called relics that you basically are going to shuffle them. You draw 3, you choose 1 to keep, and they give you sort of special powers. And as you'll notice, they have like this number on the bottom corner has like a minus and a number. So unlike normal items, you don't pay gold to upgrade these. You have to pay using your stats. So for a -2, you'd have to knock down your health, recovery, and or strategy by 2. So any combination to get the total number of 2 reduced. Or this one is -5. So yeah, that is how you upgrade those. Yeah, and you get 1 after each victory. If you go through a deck and you lose and you have a relic, you can get rid of a previously gained relic in order to continue on the campaign. If you don't have any relics and you lose, then game over. So assuming, and once you make it through a deck, all the items you had in that deck go into a special pile called the kindling pile. And the reason for that is once you defeat the last deck, you go into the Baba Yaga fight. So the first part of the Baba Yaga fight, you fight the chicken house. So she's got this big house on chicken legs, and it has 25 health, which is a lot. So in order to knock that health down, you need to have a bunch of extra items that you got basically throughout each game. So you can have a maximum of 6 items if you have 6 strategy. So if you can manage to get 6 items in each deck, that's 18. So instead of having 25 health, the chicken house will have 7 health. Much more manageable. So it's important to have 6 items at the end of each deck. So they'll all go to that kindling pile. The rest of your stats carry forward to the next game. Your gold, your health, your strategy. But like I said, those relics will decrease your stats so you can upgrade them. So that's kind of how it bounces out a little bit. But in my first play, I did find that like the first deck, you sort of like get sort of the snowball going down the hill. And then by the second deck, you feel much stronger because you've got all your stats and stuff from last game. Plus you've got your new relics. So it really helps you kind of get strong. But we'll see how this increased difficulty one goes. All right. So yeah, that's the chicken house fight. And yeah, in the chicken house fight is where you add the undefeated campaign enemies. So not only is the chicken house going to be there, but any campaign enemies you didn't take out are also going to be there. So taking out the campaign enemies is important. After defeating the chicken house, you then will go to the Baba Yaga fight. And Baba Yaga is the final boss. And Baba Yaga adds random enemies from each deck when you fight her. But the other thing is that the number of dice you can commit is based on how much gold you have. So you can't just bribe everything away for the Baba Yaga fight, because then you won't be able to commit any dice to your rolls. So she still, after all this time, wants to make sure you have enough gold. So that is the final fight. So yeah, we'll be fighting through the 3 decks, gaining some relics and stuff along the way, and then going to the final fight and hopefully being able to take down Chicken House and Baba Yaga. The character I've decided to play is one of the characters. There's a certain set of characters that says in the rulebook which you're allowed to play. You can play any universal character, and then there are specific characters from a couple of the, I think it's the gold, or is it gold and red, I think. And then also this Baba Yaga deck comes with some special characters that can be played in any of the Tanglewoods games or in the campaign. And so I'm using one of those characters today. Character is called the Moonkeeper. So the first ability is called Light the Moon. It lets you flip a card in play from nighttime to daytime or vice versa, which is super awesome because a lot of effects are important about nighttime and daytime. You know, being able to flip those is super good. And once you use that, you flip, which then you go to the Mayor of Moontown, which makes certain specific enemy types do 0 damage. And in order to flip back, you have to visit the merchant with 0 gold. After ending a visit to the merchant with 0 gold, you flip back. So that's our selected character, the Moonkeeper. We're going to be trying to go through all 3 decks. So I'm going to get the gold deck set up first with our 3 Bannocks and 1 Cornflower Witch. And then, yeah, we'll be back. Actually, one last quick note is that since this is going to be probably a long, like total playtime, I'm going to cut this video up into probably 3 parts. So first one will be the first deck. Third deck goes really, really long for some reason. And the rulebook says you can technically play the decks in any order, but the recommended order is gold, then white, and then red. So that's what we're going to be playing today. All right, so I'm going to set up the gold deck with our regular setup plus the extra campaign enemies, and we'll get started. All right. All right, I've got our gold game all set up, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's pull 3 map cards off the top here. None of these cards take us to the merchant. Man. So I'm kind of tempted to go for this one because the ability is that after this map, you'd flip all your next drawn ones to nighttime, and then you get an upgraded item for free. And I can counteract that ability with my Moonkeeper ability, which is where I am right now. Ignore what you just saw. So let's go for that. Southwest west. That's what we're looking for here. That is an east. That's Dark Fairy. That is way too early for the Dark Fairy. All right, there's a west. When added, flip your map to its opposite side. Does Angry Roots do no damage on my other side? Yeah, it does. Don't really want to add that. Let's see if we can pull one more. Hey, it's Phantom Troll Booth. Hooray. So there is an outstanding question about whether you recover with only fables in your tableau. We just don't know. So these get discarded. For each direction still needed, pay 3 gold or exhaust a ready die. Going to exhaust 3 yellow ready dice. And then consider your map complete. Immediately begin engagement. There's no enemies. We'll go with the generous reading today since it doesn't say that there's no engagement with no enemies. So we'll say there's an engagement. I don't have to kill anything. So I get to recover 2 dice. So I'll recover 2 yellows. I assume that this card gets added to the tableau. I don't know how else it flips otherwise. So then during cleanup, set this aside. When drawing maps in the next round, flip all drawn maps to nighttime. Then gain a random item from the shop and immediately upgrade it. Okay, so we're going to random item and upgrade it. Enemies can't be bribed. +1 to any stat. Being able to bribe enemies is kind of dangerous. Just because you can get some bad draws there. Whew. Hmm. Please take us to the merchant after. This doesn't really help us. So technically these are all night. Oh, wait. All these are flipped to nighttime. So when I don't choose this map, it goes to nighttime. Yes. So I'm just trying to figure out which one of these I want to flip to daytime and take. Enemies can't be bribed is scary at this point in the game, but I think we're going to take it. So we'll choose this map, discard this one. We'll use our ability to flip this to daytime. It's northwest. Enemies can't be bribed, but we will get +1 to any stat. That is a south. We don't need that. There's another south. We have one more strategy. Come on. Anything else? All right. Guess we'll take unexpected aid. Man. Okay. All right. Next pull. North and west. That's what we need. Add the next card in the forest deck to your tableau. Okay. Hey, it's a cornflower witch. She is not bribable. At the start of the engagement, you may discard the next 5 forest cards, flipping all to nighttime. If you do, flip her to nighttime. Upgrade an item in your inventory. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, so I added the next card, and I'm going to now chuck this in. I forgot to take my upgraded item earlier from that, wherever that thing went. Don't worry, I'll show it to you. This thing, this effect, so I should take that now. So, free item, and it gets upgraded. Please be good. It's a stick. That is terrible. That was not worth it at all. All right, cornflower witch. Okay. So we got a north, we've got a wild, so we need a north or a west now. There's a west. -3 gold, and flip it to nighttime and discard it. Okay. That is not helpful. Let's read on the 10. Here's an east. Not useful. I think we technically get one more draw. Ugh, there's a south. It's Bannock. Bannock, what are you doing, buddy? You are here at the wrong time. All right. Okay, let's draw again. North or west? Either swap the values of any 2 of your stats or swap your 3 strongest ready dice with the 3 weakest exhausted dice. So we're going to add this to Tableau. Oh my gosh, I forgot enemies cannot be bribed. That is so terrible with Bannock. That is annoying. Okay, so we'll swap our recovery and strategy, I guess. Okay, so we've got a wild, a north, and a wild. So I need a north or a west, and we're done here. Here's an east. Here's a west. Hatsumori. He gets +1, +1 for each north on your current map. And south. So that gives him +3, so he's a 4/4. We can draw. Oh, we don't draw 2 cards now, so I guess we're gonna add Hatsumori. Be unable to bribe him. Yeah, I don't want the big bad wolf spider. All right, start of the engagement. Add this card to the non-boss enemy at the lowest attack. So we can also choose to flip her to nighttime. I don't think we're going to upgrade her to nighttime. Although her ability doesn't help us. Neither one does. She is just not a very useful lady to have around. This is annoying. Start the engagement. This is going to be added to Bannock, which will make him do 1 damage to everybody else. These two don't matter. We've got Hatsumore and Bannock. We got 3 free damage here, which we'll probably be using. We're going to take a hit from Bannock so we don't have to lose gold. Man, bad time to drop Bannock. This guy's going to have 3 health. You can just instantly bonk him for free with the pointy stick. The next 5 to Flipper to nighttime. Man. I guess we're going to take this. Next 5 get discarded at nighttime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did not get any campaign enemies in there, unfortunately. So I don't know if that banish effect goes off, or that ambush effect she has goes off immediately or not. Okay, so if anytime you draw a card with an ambush, you immediately resolve it. I didn't draw this card, so I'm going to assume her banish effect or her ambush effect does not go off. Okay, so she has 7 health. This guy has 3 health. That's 10 damage. Plus a crit. This is -3. Okay, this is a rough one. We need to kill a lot of things here. Okay. We have 2 strategy too. That is just gross. Alright, so we need 7 plus 3, we need 10. Gonna roll 4 purples, 4 blues, and a red, I think. It's an expensive one, but we need a lot here. Fortunately. Okay, we got a crit. Apply it to Bannock. Maybe that wasn't wise, but we'll see. Okay, the Cornflower Witch needs to die. 7 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That defeats her. I'll use the pointy stick to do 3 damage to this guy. He's already at 3 health, so he dies. Set it aside, shuffle it back into the item deck. Don't want to, but I will. So this extra blue die gets exhausted. Yeah, so I get 6 gold from this. That's 16. I get to upgrade 1 item in my inventory. Great. Done. I have no items. This guy's going to bonk me for 1. Down to 1. Okay. So he gets flipped because I put a crit on him. This guy gets flipped. This person gets flipped. Cornflower Witch gets removed from the game because I defeated her. Get out of here, Cornflower Witch. Alright. After Effect, we get +1 to any stat. We can buy health of the merchant. We'll take the recovery. We get our dice back. I get 4 dice back, so I'll take a red and 3 purples. Man, oh man, that was a spooky one. So we are going to go to the merchant. These get flipped. We have 16 gold, so that's good. Birch bark. Rusty Trap, good but expensive. Worm Porridge, I don't think we want any of these things, unfortunately. So I'm going to spend $3 because you can plus 1 a stat for 3 times the cost. So to get 1 health, let's be down to 13. We're going to spend 2 to get our other purple back. Yeah, I don't think we're going to buy any of these items. So if I end this with 0 gold, that's not even... I don't think that's going to happen. I think we just save our money for bribing. Unfortunately. Yep, that's it. That's all we're going to do. We're going to leave the merchant like that. Could shuffle in a bear. Seems slightly premature. Okay, let's keep going. Draw 2 maps. Can't use yellows. And whatever. Let's just do this one. This one seems easy enough. A north and a west. What do we got? North. Plus 1 to any stat. Love that. But which stat? Probably strategy. Discard the top 5 map card to the forest deck. Put them to nighttime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We didn't get any campaign enemies again. Then discard the top 5. Flipping. Okay, let's add this to the encounter. So now we need a west. Nope. Nope. Okay, we can pull 1 more. He gets added to the tableau as an ambush effect. So that takes our... That takes the ad for that one. Stupid, useless enemy. Bribe him for 1, I guess. Alright, we need a west. That's not it. Another tree. That's not it. Come on, west. Holy moly. There's Bannock, though. We will add Bannock. We do like finding him. Even though he doesn't help us complete this map. Come on, west. Noam Chomsky, south. There's a meat shield. Pay 8 gold to gain an unused Tanglewoods gold hero. I'm going to add it to the tableau. Discard Noam Chomsky. Okay, we're going to bribe Bannock for 4. Down to 7, which flips him. We're going to bribe this Bertram for 1. It's pretty cheap. Doesn't give us any gold anyway, so. And then, yeah, we're going to get 4 dice back, so we'll take 4 blues. These all flip to nighttime. We are going to go to the merchant with our 6 gold, which is enough to buy the best item. There's the telescope. That's a good one. Root bomb, another good one. Or it's a fun one, at least. 2 root bombs in 1 pull. I think we're just going to save our money again. Don't want to get too early with the bears. Not quite yet. Alright, we get to pull 3 maps. Blue can't be committed. There's all enemies plus 1 to any stat. I always love going for that one. Then I always like just can't do it. Now is kind of the time to do it though. I have a lot of dice and I have some money. We're going to go for it. North, east, east, south. Starting the engagement, flip 1 other enemy from daytime to nighttime. Yeah, it's okay. We'll do that. It's a north. Okay, there's a south. He gets plus 1 for exhausted yellows. Can bribe him too if we want to. Let's just bribe on the other side. 8 gold. Oh, he's like weak on his other side. He's worth a decent amount of money. We're going to flip that guy. That's for darn sure. Alright, that's a north and a south. We need 2 east. There's Tina Fey. Tina Fey has to get taken out quickly, but we will add her. Just make sure we commit enough dice. Okay, we need 1 more east. There's a Bannock. Gonna bribe him. Okay, can't pass up a Bannock. Alright, we need east. During the suffer damage step, if you suffer any, suffer 1 more. Okay. Oh, but if we add this, we don't get that, so that's not even worth it. Come on, pull another card. East. Ambush. Exhaust a purple and a blue. Oh boy. We're going to add him, which will complete our map. Get rid of this. Purple and a blue exhaust. Alright, that's a lot of enemies. So, we're going to spend 4 to bribe him down. Takes us down to 2. Okay. We have 2 gold left. We can't banish anything else or bribe. So, start the engagement starts. To start the engagement, if all cards in your tableau are minions, you can +1 to any stat. So we will do that. Which stat do we want? Let's take recovery. We're about to spend a lot of dice. At starting the engagement, flip 1 other active enemy from daytime to nighttime. We're going to flip the forest dragon. It's worth a lot of money. He's kind of weak. So we have 13 damage to be done here. So each time we repeat the strategy, we lose health, so we need to take her out in 1 hit. Let's just roll 5 dice. 5 dice back anyway, so. Greens and yellows can't be committed. That is interesting. We're going to have 1 more blue, I guess. We have 3 strategy. So this is basically everything we can commit right here until we take out Brian. Got a crit. That's good. So we'll crit and a blue. Gain a random item. Let's do that right now. Warm porridge. After suffer damage, step defeat an enemy that dealt damage. Tempting. Alright, so we need to take out the Brian if we want to roll any of our other dice. So I guess we'll put 3 damage on him. That's a 3 gold. Puts us to 5. We want to take 1 damage for no good reason. Maybe. I guess it's kind of worth it to take 1 damage. We can get that health back pretty easily. So we're going to the merchant anyway, so we'll do that. We'll just allow the wither to smack us. Alright, so roll these second time. That's a miss on the green. Alright, roll number 3. Need to not mess this up. Do I add any more dice to be more sure? Let's add 1 more green, just in case. Both greens rolled miss. That is fantastic. Oh, that means I'm dead. Alright, well, because I've had it up to here with my bad luck. I'm going to roll an extra green. I'm going to cheat. Wow, there's a crit. Okay. Alright, so you're dead. These all missed. Such is the nature of dice. Alright, so that's 9 gold. Puts me up to 14. Man, that guy bonks me for 1. I could get rid of the warm porridge to defeat that enemy. I am going to get rid of this item for that. It's 4 extra gold. Why not? Put us up to 18. Okay, these guys all go away. This goes away. We are going to go to the merchant. See 3 items. Whetstone. The whetstone. Do have 18 gold. Super tempting. Oh, I forgot to recover dice. I get 5 dice back, so I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4. Take another purple, I guess. This is what I would have done, so I'm not going to cheat. That's 5 dice. Now we look at these items. Whetstone. So we're going to get our 1 health back, so that costs 3. Put us down to 15. We are going to buy the whetstone. Costs 9. Puts us down to 6. If we end this with 0, we get when gain, pick one ready or exhausted die here. Then crits do extra damage. Do we do purple? I think so. Then do we upgrade it to make the crits do even more damage? That's the question. If we upgrade, it costs 4 to upgrade. We can buy back 1 die, go down to 0 gold, and flip back. Yeah, let's do it. Down to 2, and then we'll spend the last 2 to buy back a blue. So the whetstone gets flipped. So crits of purple do 4 damage. That is a thing we need to remember. Okay, so I ended the merchant visit with 0 gold, flip back. Now we draw 3 map cards. I'm going to take an easy map here. Take this east-south. Things don't flip or extra gold when we finish this one. East and a south. That is a leprechaun. Here's a prickle. So we'll add him to the thing. Now we need an east. There's a west. Really don't like this enemy. Pull one more. We need an east. So north. Either add the top enemy from the discard to your tableau or flip an upgraded item you control to its ordinary side. What is the top item or top enemy? Oh, it's the dragon. We'll take the dragon for that ambush effect. And then we'll add this card. Discarding these other cards I don't like. We still need an east, unfortunately. Alright, there's fetid cheese guy. Yeah, we're going to add him. Okay. So, purples do crazy damage right now. They do +4 on top of the 2 they normally do, so they do 6 damage. So I'm going to roll 3 purples. Yeah. So this guy prevents you from putting certain colors of dice on it based on undefeated enemies, but purple is for west enemies. We don't have any west enemies. The wild does not count as a west enemy for this type of effect. Alright. So we got 3 strategy. We need more strategy to roll some crits. Alright, that's 1. 2. There's a crit. Oh, I just forgot I should have exhausted 2 yellows for that, for fetid cheese guy. So let's take him out. Can take a hit here. We just add the red and roll these 2 purples. And we just take the hit from prickle if we need. Buy back our health again. Yep, didn't get a crit. So that's 3 damage. That gives us 9 gold. I didn't take the gold from him. Puts us up to 12. So I take 1 damage. Puts me down to 1 health. Okay, either take 5 gold or don't flip cards. Discarding. What does this guy become? Slightly worse. What's this card become? Have enough gold, but having more gold is always good. I think we'll just choose to not flip cards. It's always a good option. Alright, so we will be going to the merchant. 3 items, please. Bread. Rusty trap. Breadcrumbs. There it is. There it is. Best item in the game. So we're buying that for darn sure. It's $5. Just down to 7. I think we're going to upgrade it just right away. Upgrading it costs 4, puts us down to 3. We could spend 3 to get our health back. Oh, I forgot to recover dice. I get 5 dice back. So these ones, we'll take a blue. It's 5. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade the breadcrumbs. Takes us down to 3. And we'll spend our last 3 on health. Yeah, why not? We need to get more strategy so we can do more rolls for those crits. Alright. Alright. Running out of forest cards. Okay, let's draw some map cards. There's 1, 2 more. Give this a quick shuffle. Quick mix. Yeah, I need to stop messing around, start fighting some bears. Don't have enough items too. That's the other thing, is you want to end with 6 items. So. Alright. 2 more map cards. There's a nighttime. For every 2 cards not needed to complete your map, plus 1 health. The other one lets you ignore ambush effects. I do like ignoring ambush effects. This one gives me gold every time a card's added to the tableau. The magic loaf gives me 2 gold. So. We still need to have a bunch of dice we need to recover, so I think we're going to take this one with a lower requirement. Just try to get our dice situation sorted out. Alright. Add them to the tableau. Done. 2 gold. It's a wild. Okay. Then we draw this. Then we need to shuffle the remaining cards. Need a north or an east. So we want to add extra cards in tableau for health. Adding extra cards also gives us gold, so it's a little tempting. And Nomalon does not give out the goods. Only worth 2 gold for 4 health. Right. Big bad wolf spider on top. Okay. Alright, let's pull another card. There's a north. All other enemies have -1 health. We choose to flip them, we could gain +1 health, but just don't know if that's a worthy cause for our ability. Yeah, why not? We'll add him. Give us another 2 gold, but just a 4. Alright. So this guy has 3 health now because of the bespoke. Alright, let's roll 3 purples here at the start. 3 strategy. Let's get these crits rolling. That is a crit. That's 4 damage. We'll put the 4 damage on the bespoke. So yes, no, sorry. That's 6 damage. 4 plus 2 is 6. Yeesh. Alright, that's good. Alright, roll number 2. We'll just keep rolling these 2 purple dice. Both rolled a hit. One has 3 health. Need like 1 more damage in here. Let's not die to shenanigans. So we're gonna add a red. 3, 4. We're gonna add a. There's no merchant icon on this map, is there? I feel like because of this ability, I wonder if I could activate it like after I've started a map and then get the upgraded like after effects from a map. I feel like that seems reasonable. Okay, we're gonna choose to not commit too many dice here and probably die, as I do sometimes. What needs to happen here? This blue has to hit. It's a 66% chance. We're feeling scared. Pretty cheated enough this game, so let's just roll it off. Oh, the purple crit. Bonk. That was so much damage right there. All right, so we get 8 gold from all those guys, puts us up to 12. Flipping this card is not really useful. I guess let's go to the merchant, but whatever. Not super concerned about that at this point. Okay, we get dice back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we go again. 3 strategy. 1, 2, 3. Ambush effect. Flip all other daytime cards drawn with this card to nighttime. Yeah, that is annoying. Man. Guess we're going to take this one. 2 east, 2 souths. Gain gold for west in the tableau. There's a Ren. It's a west. Oh, we need that. Wrath of Leprechaun. We get 1 more draw. It's the gnome on the range. We'll put him in. Alright, so that's a while. We need east and south still. There's an east. It's not super useful right now. Oh, I added a card to my tableau. That's 2 gold. We'll add this card to the tableau. It's another 2 gold. Okay. So now we need south and east still. Start the engagement. Roll already dice. Set aside dice that roll a miss. Gross. Man, that's a good reward, though. Holy moly. We'll add them. What could go wrong? So now we have an east and 2 other things. We need an east or a south, and then we're done here. I add another card to the tableau. Don't forget that. All right, what do we got? A fetid cheese guy. Okay. We only have 1 yellow to exhaust. Okay, actually we can't add feta cheese guy because this guy's gonna bonus. Unless we get rid of one of these 2. I don't want to bribe feta cheese guy. He's kind of expensive to bribe. Or do I? Let's get another 12 gold. You know what, we'll put him in, we'll bribe him. Alright, so this map is complete. We're going to bribe feta cheese guy because we can't deal with his nonsense. Just down to 12. Okay. So now the engagement begins. I'm going to use my ability to flip this gnome to daytime. Start the engagement, roll all ready dice. Set aside all dice that roll a miss till the end of the engagement. I don't remember if I added the last 2 gold for the last enemy I added, but I'll just say that I forgot. Alright, so all dice that roll a miss get set aside. Okay, so a green and a yellow, that's fine. Put those up there. Alright, so now we begin the actual engagement. Got 2 enemies to take care of here. Let's roll 3 purples to start, as we do. A 3 strategy. That is not a crit. Alright, we'll roll it again. I believe. There's a crit. That is a big old crit. Crit City. I guess we'll do it here. We're going to have both of our remaining dice here because we really want to defeat these older trolls. I mean, other than the fact that we'll die if we don't. But okay, that's 4 damage. Slightly more than needed. Gain a random item and +1 to any stat. Alright, well, last item on the deck is the Nightshade drops. For your health to be reduced to 0, set it to 1 and set gold to 0. Okay. And we get +1 to any stat. We'll take strategy because we need to roll more times. These dice come back to me. Did I take? I don't think I took the 4 gold there, so that's 16. +5 gold for each west in the tableau. So this guy is in the tableau. He's a west. Puts me to max gold. 20 gold. Wow. Okay, all these flip to nighttime. This goes away. This is not a merchant card. It doesn't take me to the merchant. Holy heck. I need to go to the merchant. I have 20 gold. Okay, well, that's fun. I recover 5 dice. Let's see. All the purples, of course. It's 3. Take a red, take a blue. Our dice pool is small but mighty. Alright, so now we draw 4 map cards now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're going to take this tiny little one, an east and a south, so we can get to the merchant quickly, hopefully. East and a south. That's a north, not what we want. So wild. Man, I don't like that guy. Draw 1 more. That's a west. Oh. Nope. Alright, we're going to add this guy, I guess. Okay, we need an east or a south. There's a south. It's Noam Chomsky. Alright. I think we're going to end up bribing this guy away. He is just too annoying. So he's bribed. Very expensive bribe. 10 gold. Alright, we're just fighting Noam Chomsky. Let's roll a singular purple a few times, maybe. Although I could have just taken all that damage and just got rid of Nightshade drops, but yeah, it's fine. We'll get our gold back. We have the magic loaf. Alright, let's roll this purple. 1 time. 2 times. All 3 purples now. There it is. Okay, he's dead. 4 gold. Back to 14. So he's defeated. Either +5 gold or don't flip cards to nighttime. We might take the gold at this point. Yeah, we will take the gold. Plus 5 gold puts me to 19. I get 5 dice back. 1, 2, 3. Couple blues. All right, let's go to the merchant. We've got 19 gold. She's out of items, so we're going to shuffle the old item deck. The discard, I should say. And pull out 3. I have basically everything I want. I guess at this point I should just be buying cheap items so that I can make the chicken house go down quick. And I should be shuffling in some bears at this point as well. Probably all of them. Although there's still some campaign enemies I need to hunt down, I think. So maybe I don't do that quite yet. All right, it's enough shuffling. Let's pull out 3 cards. Root Bomb, good card. There's a stick. Gotta buy the stick. All right, stick costs 1. Now we're at max strategy, actually, so. I can pay money to up my stats. Also pay money to get dice back. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Actually, I want to throw in a... Do I want to throw in a bear? No, not yet. Do I instead take the root bomb since I have so much money? I think I'm going to. I'll take the root bomb for 5, puts me on to 14. Then I'll spend 4 to upgrade it. Puts me on to 10. So at the start of each engagement, I roll 2 ready yellows. And if one rolls a crit, then I can defeat a non-boss enemy. So then we'll recover 2 yellows. So we down to 6. Actually, we don't need 2 yellows. We only need 1 yellow. So we'll take 1 yellow and 1 blue. Do we just save the rest of our money? Do we shuffle in a bear? What do we do here? I kind of want to shuffle them all in at once when we get kind of lower on this deck. So we can just kind of fight them all in one go and not have to deal with the nonsense. I could pull in 3 greens and go to 0 gold. I guess so. Okay, down to 0. We'll take 3 greens. Which means I get to flip back to the Moonkeeper. All right, 4 maps. +1 strategy. We do like that. Okay, we are going to take that one. There's no ambush effects here, so... South, west, west, north. Here's an east. If any non-boss enemies are in the tableau, add them to the tableau and flip them to his daytime. Any non-boss enemies are in the tableau. Nope. Hatsumori has +1/+1 for each direction on your map. There's a 5/5. We'll add him. Gives us $2. Discard this nerd. Sorry, I just pushed the map out of frame like a smarty. Bannock, adding that guy. Exhaust your strongest ready die. That is annoying. We got a west and a wild. We need a southwest or a north. There's an east. We do not want this guy in our lives. Let's keep drawing. There's a west. It's a wereduck. So we can actually make the wereduck do no damage if we choose to flip. We're going to add him. He's a west anyway, so. Okay, we have 2 west. We need a south or a north now. Holy Bannock's Batman. Yeesh. All right. There's a purple I just lost, which is really sad. Okay, so the question is, what are we bribing here? Probably hats. Oh, I added 3 more cards of tableau, so that's puts me up to 8. I think we're going to get rid of Hatsamori. Gotta get these Bannocks defeated, man. Hopefully the root bomb goes off. We don't have to bribe both enemies. We do have like a ripcord. So we're gonna bribe Hatsamori. 5 puts us down to 3. Okay. That's all we can afford to do. We're down to 3, so. Alright, root bomb, ba-bomb, bomb, ba-bomb. Don't fail me now. I need a crit here out of these 2 yellow dice. Oh! Ho ho! Woo! Man, it's so good. Okay. Take out a Bannock. Remove him from the game after he's this encounter. Great. Gain a random item. This is going to get discarded probably, unless it's better than Nightshade drops. It's Birch Bark. Sorry, Birch Bark, I can't hold you right now. All right, life is good. All right, let's roll some dice here. Got 2 purples here. Oh yeah, these yellows. Go back. Thank you, Root Bomb. You're saving my life. 4 strategy. Okay, let's roll 2 purples at first. What is that roll? I just rolled 2 purple crits. They do 6 damage each. Alright, so let's just do bonk, bonk. Gives me 4 gold, puts me up to 7. Alright, so this guy has 2 health left. So that was roll number 2. Here's roll number 3. Man, oh man. That is a miss. Yeah, they're going to overcommit to this. How much is the question? Really need this Bannock to die. No way we throw 2 blues in there. That's crazy. Let's throw 2 greens in, and the blue will keep around. No way all these whiff horribly, right? There is a way. There is a way. Man, oh man. Can I catch a break? That means this Bannock isn't going to die. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, plus... Wait, am I an idiot? Can I count? This does 6, 7, 8. I can't count. Okay, great. Glad I'm bad at math. He's dead. I gain another random item. It's a stick. Hooray, it's gone. Not taking that. All right. Oh my goodness, I am just losing it. All right, so both these Bannocks are out of the deck. That is spectacular. So there's still 1 more Bannock laying around. That's okay. Wire deck's going to go to nighttime. So after effect, +1 strategy. We need to get some dice back, so we'll take 3 purples and a red. And then 1 more die. Take a blue. We have enough yellows for root bombs, so. Oh boy, that was really annoying. Don't know why I'm holding that. All right, we're due for a map. Oh wait, did that map have a merchant on it? No. Need to get to the merchant. All right, so draw 1. We need to draw 4 more maps now, so we'll just keep drawing. All right, all right. Okay, that is not great. Oh, we need to draw 5. Oh my goodness. Can't see the top map, but it's got a lot of stuff on it. Let's do 1 fewer damage. Man, I need to go to the merchant. None of these cards take me to the merchant. Ooh, okay. Found the life hack. Alright, so we're going to discard these. We're going to take this one, and we're going to flip it with our ability after we've set it up so that we can get +1 to any 2 different stats. That is going to be awesome. Alright, so we need 2 norths and 2 easts. Let's see what we can do. Each roll dice step, max 1 of each color. That is terrible from previous experience. There's a south, not what we want. There's a north. Either add the top enemy from the discard to your tableau, or flip an upgraded item you control to its ordinary side. That's the ambush. What's the top enemy? Top enemy is a west. Man. Kind of want to flip the root. Bob. Yeah, we'll do it. So I flip the root Bob. And then I'll add this to the tableau. Discard these, gain 2 gold. So now I need 2 east and a north still. That's a west. Gain an unused Tanglewoods gold or universal hero. Set it aside, side your choice, and place up to 3 ready dice on it. You may use its ability in addition to your own. This hero will never flip. Each time the ability is used, exhaust the die from the hero. Once they're all exhausted, remove this hero from the game. Where are my unused gold heroes at? Man, the beast would be crazy. Because the reds do crazy damage. Man. Oh, man. Each time you use its ability, each time the ability is used, exhaust the die from the hero. I think we're just gonna not take anything from that, just to keep things simple. Keep things running. All right, we got a north. We need an east and some north. There's a Bannock. There he is. It's at him. He exhausts our strongest die again. Now I wish I had the root bomb. All right, so we got a north. We got a wild. We need north or east. The attack of all non-boss enemies is equal to your highest stat. Oof. We'll add that. It's okay. We'll just not take any damage. Nightshade drops will protect us. All right, so now we need an east. There she is. Dice can only apply to Tina Fey if there are no other undefeated non-boss enemies. Okay, we'll take that. All right, that is it. So we want to bribe anything. Oh, I added a lot of cards there, and I forgot to. I don't know if I added the gold for this one, but for these 3, I'm pretty sure I forgot. So that's 15. Kind of want to bribe Tina Fey and just fight a Bannock by himself. Seems very tempting. Kind of need our gold. You know what? It's fine. We will fight it like this. Oh yeah. So now that we're here, so we'll start the engagement. So at the start of the engagement, we roll 1 ready yellow instead of 2 now, unfortunately. I just rolled a crit on 1 yellow. I am actually cheating. I'm just... Whew! Whew! Okay. All right, Bannock. I'll see you later, buddy. I'll take a random item. Oh my goodness, it's the telescope. The start of the engagement's already passed, but we'll use that in the future. Oh my goodness, what are these ridiculous rolls? All right, it's just me and you, Tina Fey. All right, so let's roll a singular purple a few times. We have 5 strategy. So here's 1. Given how we've rolled so far, surely one of these will be a crit. Here's 2. There it is. That's 3 gold. Puts us to 18. All right, so this Bannock is removed. That is the last campaign enemy we had to fight. Oh yeah, I forgot to use, I was going to use my ability. That's what I was going to do. To flip this forest card to nighttime. All right, Tina Fey gets discarded on nighttime. This gets discarded on nighttime. This gets discarded. This gets discarded. All right, so +1 to any 2 different stats. We'll do strategy because we need to hold 6 items. Do we need 6 recovery? We don't need health. We have the nightshade drops, right? Like health is overrated. There you go. Done. Oh yeah, I get to recover 6 dice now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Finally, our dice pool is getting back to its starting levels. All it took was the whole game. All right. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, this one have a merchant. It does have a merchant on it. So we're going to the merchant. We have a lot of money. Kind of want to add all the bears. First, let's look at 3 items though. Didn't draw a stick. I'm assuming I'm allowed to have 2 root bombs. I just roll it twice. If I don't buy the root bomb, I can shuffle in all 3 bears right now. Let's be down to 3 gold. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Shuffle in all 3 bears to get this game over with so we can get on to white. All right, Papa, Mama, and Baby are all getting shuffled into this little deck of cards we've got here. Which means I kind of am very tempted to take a large map and try to find all 3 of them at the same time. It's a crazy strategy. Probably a terrible idea, actually. We do have a lot of money for bribing, but the money we have remaining when this game is over carries forward, so it is kind of good to have some money in the next game. Okay, so we spent, let's just take our gold down before we forget. Takes us down to 3. I think we're going to not buy anything else for now. See the order they come up in. All right, that's enough shuffling. Oh man, Papa Bear's on top. That's terrible. That means he's going to take way less damage from my crits because I have to kill him last now. Gosh dang it, Papa Bear, you piece of... Alright, whatever. It's fine. Moving on. All's well that ends well, eventually. Or something. Drawing 6 maps. Holy moly. That's a lot of maps. No ambushes on the maps. A lot of them are very big. This one is crazy. Kind of need to take a smaller map. So I'll also let this go to the merchant too. We can draw so many cards, it's easy to find 3 aces, I think. So we'll go for that one for now, I guess. Man. Alright. 3 easts. Let's see what we can do here. Add the next card in the forest deck to your tableau. Then remove this card from the game. Okay. Remove that card. Add the next card. Hey, it's an east. Each time you draw a nighttime card, you may pay 3 gold to flip it to daytime before triggering ambush. Cool. There's a prickle. That's draw number 1. Scent of blood. Don't need that. That's draw number 2. Phantom Troll Booth. For each direction still needed, either pay 5 gold or exhaust 2 ready dice. Okay. We need 2 more directions, so it's 4 dice if we want to do it. Let's get rid of all of our greens. Who needs greens? Then consider your map complete. Immediately begin an engagement and remove Phantom Troll Booth from the game. These cards get discarded. I get 2 gold for that card getting added earlier. This gets removed from the game. Alright, so there's nothing to fight here, so we're getting 6 dice back, which is all of our dice. Alright, this flips to nighttime. This flips to nighttime. We are going to go to the merchant with our 5 gold. If we can somehow spend 5 gold on the dot, we'll be able to flip back, which is kind of ideal. Which means I should have saved something. A dieback, I guess. Man. Can spend 4 gold. I guess we'll just spend... we can spend 5. We'll spend 4 to flip the root bomb. That puts me down to 1. And then we'll buy a stick for the last one. Puts us down to 0 gold. So we'll discard these. This flips us back to the Moonkeeper. So we're down to 0 gold, which isn't spectacular for the future, but we do have 6 items, which is good. Alright, Briarn. You can't commit... Oh, what am I doing? Bad printed. Map first. 6 maps. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we drew the you must select this map card, which is just great. My favorite card. Little map shuffle here. Alright, 2 more. Okay, so you must select this map. Done. We can flip it technically. East, south, southeast. Okay, we'll see. Briarn. Red, purple, and blue cannot be committed. That is not the card. I want to flip this card with my ability, the map card. Yeah, we'll see. That is also terrible. Another one. All enemies have, this is a fable. We'll add this. It helps either side. Discard the rest. Next, Dead Adventure. Your health was reduced, gain a random item and immediately upgrade it. Well, this tableau. So I've added 2 cards to tableau, so that puts me to 4 gold. Gotta remember to do that every time, otherwise I'll forget. Mama Bear. Lose half your gold, round it up. So 4 down to 2. And I'm going to add it to the tableau. It puts me back up to 4. Start the engagement, you add a number of enemies from the top of the discard pile equal to your health minus your starting health. Well, that's going to be 0. Because I hate health. All right, let's try not to. You know what? We're gonna use our ability to flip this map. I think. I want this engagement to be not too crazy. That might have been premature. Let's hold off on that for a second. Just see what cards come out. There's a big bad wolf spider. This is an easy add to the map, I think, because it's so cheap to bribe him. So that's another 2 gold. So we have an east and a south. We need another east and another south for the other side of the map. Start of the engagement, -1 health. Then add this card to the non-boss enemy. Ooh. Don't like -1 health. We're going to the merchant after this? Yeah, we are. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll add it. So the east and the south and a wild. So we need an east or a south if we want to do the other side of the map. Hey, there it is, the dragon. As an ambush effect as you add him. That's another 2 gold. I think I forgot to add it for that one, but we'll just say that I forgot because I'm an idiot. Let's see, I had 2, 4, and then she took half and put it back to 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, should be at 10. All right, quick math, quick math. Well, it has a during effect. Each time you gain gold, you gain 1 fewer gold. Yeah, let's just say we flipped this. That would have been smart. Plus 5 gold for each west in your map. That's not happening. All right. So south, east, south, and a wild. They're going to bribe this stupid wolf spider. Put it down to 7. So this happens at the start of the engagement. I lose 1 health. And this says if my health is reduced this engagement, I gain an item and upgrade it. So it kind of seems synergistic. All right. I guess that's all we're bribing. So this unexpected aid is going to go on this forest dragon, which will knock Mama Bear down to 7. All right. We have the root bomb. And it's upgraded again, so we're going to do that first. I just rolled 2 crits. What is happening? You guys are not going to believe me. What is this nonsense? So it defeats a non-boss enemy. So I only have 1 non-boss enemy, so it's got to be this guy. That's 9 gold. Puts me at a 16. I just cannot believe that nonsense. All other enemies have their health reduced by the enemy's attack, so she has 7 health. All right, let's roll. Let's see. We get 6 dice back, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just roll 6 dice 6 times. There's a purple crit. That is 6 damage. 7, 8. That is that. I rolled 2 purple misses in that roll. Just wanted to note that. Oh, this. No, it doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So Mama Bear is down. This guy's done with. This guy's done with. Oh yeah, we don't go to the merchant because we flipped this, right? Yeah. That's okay. This thing flips. This thing says if your health was reduced this engagement. Oh yeah, I should have reduced my health earlier. I get a random item, I immediately upgrade it. So technically it was reduced by that other fable down to 1. We're going to live on 1 HP, unfortunately, but that's alright. 1 HP and a dream, as the kids say. Alright, we're getting close to the end game here. Just got 2 more bears to take out. We took out all the campaign enemies, so alright. Random item. Oh my goodness. And upgrade it. So we'll discard the stick. And then Mama Bear has her effect now. When you purchase an item from the merchant, you flip it to its upgrade side at no cost. That is not useful. After adding a card to your tableau, draw the next card, trigger the ambush effect, then discard it or add it to the tableau. That is annoying. I don't think we had any wests in our map, so we'll just skip over that. Oh, yeah, I get 6 dice back. 2, 3, 4, 6. That's everything. All right, so this effect's going to be ongoing. I'm just going to be drawing extra cards, but at least we get gold every time we do it. Unfortunately, we're about to be maxed on gold because I couldn't visit the merchant. Holy baby bear. Ambush. Immediately. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting I need to draw the maps first. Sorry. Baby bear is not coming. We have no idea what's next. It could be anything, honestly. 6 heckin' map cards. And I can't flip any of them, so we're going to have to just draw a lot of cards. Probably just try to get to Papa Bear. Not this one. This one's terrible. This one makes us pay gold in the after step for each item we have. That's not good either. Oh, as a during effect, you can flip it back to daytime. Oh, the top 2 enemies in the forest deck. Top 2 cards of the forest deck to the tableau. Oh, that is insane. Yeah, we're taking that. Papa Bear's on top. All right, let's take this. It's a okay. So during effect, we can flip it. We're going to add the top 2. So we'll add this one and this one to the tableau. If you do, flip this map to its daytime side. So that gives us to 20 gold. This says either exhaust 1 die for each card on the tableau or roll your health die. Ha! Joke's on you. Actually, does that, what is the, does that count? It says add the top 2, but we don't draw them. So I'm assuming this ambush doesn't go off, unfortunately. That would be great if it did go off. I just don't think it does. I'm going to reread ambush because then his ambush doesn't go off. Which his ambush doesn't do anything because I have no exhausted dice, so that doesn't really matter. Where are you, ambush? Where are... Okay. Anytime you draw a card with an ambush effect, you immediately resolve it. And this says you may add the top 2. It doesn't say draw them. Okay. So I'm assuming that none of these ambush effects go off. All right. So now we have to pull from the bottom. There's Baby Bear. Immediately draw 4 forest cards. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. For each enemy drawn, either add that enemy or to your tableau or -1 to any stat. Okay, wait, what does it say? After adding a card to the tableau, draw the next card in the forest deck, trigger ambush effects, then discard it or add it. Okay, so let's say I did that for that baby bear, and then I'm triggering its ambush effect, and then adding it. It's a lot to keep track of. Also, this trap, first non-boss enemy placed. Either -1 to any stat or add it to the tableau. I'm going to -1 to recovery to not add the Bircham. He's just going to mess me up. Then I'll put this one in. When drawn, flip all daytime enemies in your tableau to nighttime. Done. Oh, that actually completes the map anyway, so. Oh, this is the first non-boss enemy added, so that goes down to 1 HP. All right. Let's roll 2 yellow dice for the root bomb. Let's see if we can cheat again. It's a 1 health enemy this time, so it's not going to be as impressive. All right, we're still cheating. I'm glad we're keeping it consistent. Okay, you're defeated. 4 gold. I'm already at max gold. All right, so crits do 1 less damage for each bear that's been defeated. So that's just 1 so far. Baby bear gets plus health plus attack for each non-boss enemy in the tableau. That including defeated enemies. Okay, so he still gets power from this defeated wither, unfortunately. So he has 5 health. This guy has 7 health. We have a lot of strategy. I mean, it doesn't matter because this is the last engagement, as long as we don't lose somehow. Let's just roll everything. Okay, so let me reread this again. After adding a card to your tableau, draw the next card in the forest deck. Trigger any ambush effects. So I did add this card, so we'll just say this goes off. So we'll draw the next card. Ambush. Apply to an enemy in the tableau with stuff. The enemy's health is now equal to its bribe, and it can't be bribed. Well, I would have added to this enemy. And oh yeah, trigger the ambush effect. Doesn't matter because it adds itself to the tableau. Okay. Now we're super caught up. We're gonna roll all of our dice. So we need to do 12 damage. 7 plus 5. Should be doable with purple crits to save the day. Alright. Oh, we missed the red die. There's a purple crit. That is... let's do 1 damage fewer. So instead of doing 6 damage, it's 5. So we'll put 5 there. 2 here. That's 7. Papa Bear is done. Then 2, 4, 6. Man, rolled a lot of crits again. I think Baby Bear's already dead because he only has 5 health. Alright, that is the end of gold. And that was with a little bit of cheating, unfortunately, because I rolled super poorly earlier. But besides that, everything was mostly legit. Defeating multiple bears to end your game is generally what you want to do in this game. Alright, so what you are probably interested in knowing is what happens after each campaign, or after each deck. What are the campaign extras? So, we randomly draw 3 of the 5 relics. One, 2, 3. See what we got here. So Acorn Necklace, before suffered damage step, you can change 1 hit to a crit. That one's very good. During the cleanup step, you may pay 12 gold to move 1 item from your inventory to the kindling pile. It's the upgraded version. 6 gold. That's very expensive to upgrade that. I don't like that. When you would increase your health by any amount, you may pay 10 gold to do 1 more. And if you upgrade it, though, it's just free extra health. This is kind of tempting because I'm at 1 health. However, the Acorn Necklace is awesome. Can't say no to it. Before the suffer damage step, you may change 1 hit to a crit. And then you upgrade it, and it's 2 hits to crits. So I'm going to take the Acorn Necklace. That is my item of choice. So you leave your hero's stats and gold the same. So I have 20 gold going into the next game. I have a lot of strategy and recovery, and I have 1 health. But hopefully that 1 health doesn't come back to bite us. For difficulty scaling, you increase the difficulty of the next game by 2. So the next game will be played at level 7 instead of level 5. Alright, so then all the items we have go into the kindling pile, which was 6 items, sorry. So that is the max. That is good. 6 is good. So all these go into a separate, so these 6 items go into a kindling pile. You just set it aside next to the chicken house, wherever you want to put it. So that just reduces the chicken house's health by 6. What else? So all the campaign enemies that we didn't manage to defeat, we're going to get set aside. But we defeated all 4 that we had shuffled in, so that is good. And then it asks you to shuffle basically the deck because in the final fight, you'll pull 2 random cards from each deck for Baba Yaga. So that's basically it. We've got this Acorn Necklace. We can reduce our stats by a total of 2 to upgrade it, which we will definitely be doing because the Acorn Necklace is insane. and hopefully we can get some kind of a nice crit build going combined with the acorn necklace. And yeah, hope the next game is going to be Tanglewoods White. I'm excited to show that one off because I got destroyed last time I played it. So being able to show off that in game will be good. So yeah, this is the first video of probably 3. So we'll be showing off more Baba Yaga soon. So feel free to subscribe for those videos. And if you notice any other mistakes I made, feel free to leave a comment, or you can talk about my ridiculous dice luck as well in the comments. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.